patio paver laying tips right here on Book of Instruction. I want to show you a couple things while you're laying your herringbone pattern that I've figured out as I've been laying this for my very first time. One thing is that you've got a nice square corner, right, for your next block to fit into. What you want to do is look at your block and find, ooh, look how bad that corner is. Find the best corner. So that's a really rounded corner. That's a really rounded corner. One of these two is going to be the best. I think this corner is the best. It's still got some material in here right on the edge. So I'm going to lay that good corner into my pattern. And my little dog Marcus here, hi Mark, is helping. Okay, so then the next thing I want to show you is how I'm laying these pavers down. So this guy, I'm going to find this corner here, looks really good. Here's what you don't want to do, and I'm going to try to get right in here. You don't want to lay a paver, and I'm going to exaggerate here, but you don't want to lay a paver and then drag it into place. Do you see how much sand I'm building up there? Now I've totally exaggerated, but the point is you don't want to build up sand in these joints, and you don't want to disturb your setting bed. So, of course, I've hugely disturbed the setting bed, but so I'm going to clean this joint back out. And you will not do this, right? When you're doing this, you won't have to deal with it. But now I will lightly take my paver, hold it so that it's touching one side and touching the other side in your V, and then just drop it in lightly into place. And I might have to work on that setting bed a little bit again because I screwed it all up. But that's how you want to set it. You never want to drag the sand and fill in the joints. And then the third tip is that you always want to work so that you've got a wide open space for your next paver. What I mean by that is the direction that you work, you can see that this V is pointing towards me, right? If I worked this pattern from the other direction, this way, and I'll just lay a few in here, now I've created a socket, right? And so now I have to fit my next block into a socket. And that's a harder way to lay versus this, where you've got a nice wide open space and you're not laying your block into a socket. You're laying it nice and easy into the next open space. So there are my tips. Set your blocks lightly, don't drag them, don't disturb the sand setting bed, and set it so that you've got an open space, not a socket to work into.